Hey, we're going on a hike. Verde River is there and among the trees, and we're doing it at our own risk. We like to have risk takers.
Hi, this is Jim and Sharon with Drive to Ride, and we have another collection of short subjects, like films, you know.
And lots of pictures
short,
we take.
Yeah, it's like, well anyway, yeah, we've got several of those that we're going to show you on one of our Sunday Drive episodes. And we're going to start talking about our recent week that we spent near Cottonwood, Arizona, in the Thousand Trails Verde Valley RV Park. And there we had our drone out, and we did some overview flights, or an overview flight.
It's beautiful to let you see the valley.
So we'll show you that right here. Start off with a hike that we took back when we were camped at Cottonwood, Arizona, and this was some hikes around the Verde Valley campground, and we have some drone footage we'll show you on this. So this is pretty interesting stuff. So we'll go ahead and look at that right now.
Yeah, I want you to enjoy it. Hey, we're going on a hike. Verde River is there and among the trees, and we're doing it at our own risk. We like to have risk takers. So cut down something here. Look at all the stalks.
Getting warm, she says.
You want to give me some music? Take my coat off.
Yeah, it's getting warm out. So Sharon is showing off her
water carriers.
Oh, is that okay? Oh, the water. Yes, all right. The water. Okay, got it. Yeah, now I know. All right. Okay, so we're out here in the Verde River bottom. Actually, I think we got some good drone footage of the river itself. The next thing we did was go to Las Vegas. So when we got there, of course, what everyone wants to see is the Las Vegas Strip. So we got on a tour bus, one of those double-decker open-top tour buses, and took a 2.5–3 hour tour of the Strip. We took a lot of pictures of that. Didn't take much video. Took a lot of pictures, so this is some of the things that we saw.
So enjoy the ride.
Do
So one of the stops, the bus got us off at the Golden Nugget. As you walk through the Golden Nugget, you come to Fremont. Now what is Fremont Street? It is the older section of the strip where the old hotels were. And they have covered this whole area. And what's really popular is the zip line that goes from one end all the way down. They call it Slotzilla. So as we were there, one of the ladies, and we're going to show you a video, happened to come out of the zip line and flip upside down. And she got stuck. She couldn't do anything. So one of the other guys came and rescued her. So we thought we'd show you that video.
Then a couple of days later, Sharon and I went over to the Carroll Shelby Heritage Center, which I had thought was a museum. It's actually not. There are a number of cars in here, but you can buy them, at least most of them, if you have enough money. Anyway, this was a Saturday morning, and the Heritage Center had a special event going on, so there were some cars outside to look at. In the parking lot, people would show up to show them off, and there was a breakfast truck. So we went over there to have some breakfast and look at the cars. We're looking at some cars over at the Shelby Museum here in Las Vegas. Breakfast from a food truck on a Saturday morning. Beautiful here. It doesn't get any better. Just as you go inside, you'll see this car, what Sharon is standing in front of. This is Carroll Shelby's first Cobra. This was CSX 2000, his very first one. You'll note that the interior is all ratty. Well, that's because Carroll Shelby forbade anyone from touching it. This thing is valued at over $7 million. This fellow was our tour guide. They have 2 tours every day, and I highly recommend you taking it because you learn so much about the cars that are on display. You'll see that, as we said earlier, this car is for sale, and he's about to demonstrate that it actually comes without the engine. They don't put an engine in them when they put them together here. This is called a rolling chassis. If you buy it, they will send it back to your dealer, and your dealer will put the engine into it. The reason being, there are so many different laws on emissions and things like that, that rather than them trying to figure it out, they'll just let your local dealer deal with it. Now in this shot you can see the rest of the showroom and all the cars that are in there. Our tour guide at this point is describing the relationship between Carroll Shelby and Peter Brock. Peter Brock was called by Shelby to help him figure out how to get rid of the wind drag he was experiencing at about 160 miles an hour. And the diagram that he held up there was Peter Brock's solution. Now this car is probably the highest horsepower of any car on the showroom floor. This car is rated at 1,000 horsepower to the rear wheels. And our tour guide is describing the engine, particularly talking about the supercharger right there on top that gets extremely hot when running. And these are just some shots of various cars they had on the showroom floor, all of them for sale. They weren't running any specials this particular day, so we decided not to buy anything. This is the production facility behind the showroom, 21 bays where they actually build all of the Shelby cars. This blue one is Sharon's favorite.
Car production company in the world that you can stand here and watch them put the cars together. Usually these different, like Ford, Chrysler, all those, you go to the big factories, they don't allow anybody back in the corner. We like people to watch.
Carroll Shelby wanted all the visitors to be able to sign in, so they do it on the wall. The water, guys.
I'm
The
a
water.
beast of burden carrying
That's
the
what she's her
bag.
water pack there. That's what she was showing off.
Beast of burden.
Yeah.
Taking
She
my
was
pick.
showing off the water pack. That's all. That's it.
Howdy, partner. Now you come along for the ride, and you come and subscribe, and thumbs up, hit that bell.